I've been involved into some TikTok trials. I mean, just trying out TikTok for my own businesses. Mm-hmm. And the challenge seems to be twofold. One is you generally, if you have like an account on Instagram and it has 1 million followers, you kind of have a guarantee that, say, 100,000 maybe or 200,000 followers will actually see the post. They might not like it, but they see it and they can react to it in a positive, negative way, or they can just ignore it because they find it of no interest. With TikTok, the problem is that the algorithm is not really taking into account as much the follower structure. So you might have 2 million followers, but you put up a post that, because your advertiser post is sponsored and slightly different than the regular posts, they might only get 1,000 views instead of like 100,000 or 200,000. So I find it really difficult to predict the success and also predict the deal with one of the influencers that you have to strike. Their current rates are somewhere around $100 to $1,000 or even more than that. And I find it really difficult to find the pricing, and the creators have the same problem, right? They have maybe some posts that are skyrocketing with millions of views and the next one gets 200 and it doesn't really grow from there despite huge follower counts. So I found it really difficult, to make that work and then find an agreement that works for everyone involved. And then third, I find it difficult to convert that traffic. It's a lot of browsing. There's a lot of, people who are underage. The user base is very strong in the 12 to 18-year-old, a little less or much less once you go further. And the credit card spending is just not a thing you do when you're under 18. And maybe some teenagers can use their parents' credit card, but it's still the way to actually sell something is very long, and it's more like a long-term investment. But it's very tempting, right? Because you talk to teenagers who have 100 million followers, and they would say, "Oh, just do a post, $100, and then you're good to go." So you try a lot of things, and you lose a lot of hope. So that's kind of my personal experience with a lot of social media advertising. We've done similar things on Instagram and Facebook, but the influencers on TikTok are kind of a enigma to me. I don't know how to make money off TikTok. Maybe you know.
Well, you bring up a good topic in general, because the reality of it is even influencers with a large following on these platforms, when they do an organic post, it may not do anything, right? Organic posts, regardless of how many followers they have, may not do a dime of revenue, or it may do a little bit of revenue. But in my opinion, you can't count on any revenue from an organic post. Okay. That being said, where the power of these influencers is having them create the content for the company. So they create the content for the brand, and then the brand or the advertiser uses that content in their own ad campaigns. So you have a TikTok influencer or an Instagram influencer make a story for you, right? You take this, you pay them for the story. You take the story and you run it in your own Instagram ad campaigns, Facebook/Instagram ad campaigns. Same thing on TikTok. You take the vertical video, the story that they create for your, that you're paying them to do. You take the content and you run it in your own ad campaigns on TikTok. And but here's the caveat. That strategy works well on Facebook and Instagram. Okay. I know definitively that taking influencer created content for the brand and using it in the brand's ad campaigns is a great way to make those ad campaigns convert well, especially to the retargeting audience, even top of the funnel. That's some of the best type of ad unit you can use on Facebook and Instagram is influencer created content, right? But on TikTok, the reality of it is, I don't care how cheap the traffic is, as far as, when you pay to advertise. It could be 10 cents a click. If the conversion rate isn't there, you're still going to lose money. So their challenge is, they have a ton of volume, but the only companies you really see advertising are big brands because they're throwing branding dollars at it. And I do see here and there some smaller dogs like a CBD company or a this or that, like smaller brands trying to run ads, and try to make it work. But, I've run some campaigns on there and seen that it drives a lot of clicks and not many conversions, if at all. But that's my experience. I don't want to generalize and say no brand or advertiser can make that work. But at least from what I've seen, and to your point of the demographic and the nature of the app, they're not, in buying mode, they're browsing, idiotic videos. Some more than others. Some are valuable, some not. But the majority of it's not. Let's be honest. So yeah, the main user base are people that don't have income, right? And that's one challenge. And the other challenge is the nature of the app is not exactly shopping oriented. Now they may bring that on as they bring on like shopping features, like what Instagram did. Then maybe it'll get into a range of, yeah, we can get a return on ad spend here. But until they have good e-commerce shopping features, for instance, and things that really facilitate the sale or the lead, then to me, I wouldn't spend a dime on maybe testing it a little bit, a few $100, whatever. It depends what the budget looks like, but yeah, it's not exactly a direct response oriented.